Hey everyone, Silver's here, and today we are going to do a nice speed run of the patch notes because that's the best way to do it for me right now. So Nami, level 1, it's from 7 to 8. I've already read these because I was watching Swim Stream, but yes. So 7 to 8, so her turn is a little bit later. Good change. Draven goes to a 3-2 instead of a 3-3. Personally, I would have seen, like, nerfing him is okay, but not nerfing him in this way. I think this is a really just not fun way to nerf him at all. I think it's pretty poopy. I think he enables so many cool archetypes. I understand that he's really strong, but I think having a unit that's really strong that is based on striking is a good thing for Terra and not things that are just, sitting on the bench. Tristana level 2 literally does nothing. Alright, next. Nocturne level 2, more consistent with his level 1, so I like that quite a bit. Yeah, I think it helps Darkness just a teeny bit, but not that much. Echo, you predict 4 instead of 5 times. I think change is pretty decent. PNZ still needs more predict to really do anything. However, yeah, I mean, you get the chrono breaks a little bit faster for the rallies, and I think that's good. Brilliant Soul gets redone again. He used to be 20, went up to 25, now he's 20. So I like this change. He will level up quite a bit easier and in games faster. Arnacton, he does 10 damage instead of 12, which means, well, I mean, that's pretty good, because that means that he can block now. He can attack and then block, he can challenge attack and block, and he levels up now. Much easier to level up Arnacton. Lux is now a 5 cost, which I love this change. Lux really needed the change very bad, and I'm very happy with it. The extra attack doesn't really matter for her. She's about being an engine of ending the game, so I think this change is fantastic. Quinn, she gets 1 extra health. I don't think it helps scouts enough. Braum, this is very good at beginning games, but if you've played the game for a while and you're watching this video, you're probably, it's not going to do much for you, but if you're new to the game, Braum is very, very good still, and, you can play him with your Poro decks. Sparklefly 2 to 3, this absolutely destroys the card in pretty much every way imaginable. It can no longer be gotten from Gifts from Beyond. You can no longer run 6 2-cost Sparkleflies in your Nami deck. This hurts the Nami deck, I think, even more than the Nami nerf, potentially. It is a huge, huge change. So, goodbye, Sparklefly. I won't miss you. Twin Blade Revenant from Challenger to Fearsome. So, this became a mid-range card. It was about controlling, and I think Riot's idea of it was that it needed to be it's supposed to be an aggressive card with the Scion, not a, mid-range control, drop the Scion, win the game. Personally, I wish they would have, done something to Scion instead of Draven, but, I still think it's an okay change. I don't know exactly how I feel about it yet, honestly. Terra, this is huge. It is so insane. The 1-3 usually gets the 1 damage in. This thing gets pinged off all the freaking time now. Make It Rain, Vile Feast, Withering Wail, everything just kind of pings this thing off now, where it, it's just everything trades with it. So this used to be sometimes, guaranteed 3 damage from the health and stuff. It used to be kind of insane at times. I mean, 2, 3, 4 damage was very common from this thing, sometimes more. Now I feel like it's 1 damage getting in and then the other one's getting blocked or something. I don't know. It's a huge, huge nerf. Relentless Pursuit, now from 3 to 4, gives an ally +1/+1. This one's really weird to me because it's just strictly a worse Aegis in almost every way. It's, a roll alongside Golden Aegis. Why am I ever going to do +1/+1? Haha, Targ support. Just a bunch of jokes, but, Demacia getting less rallies, I'm good with it. Stone Stackers no longer has the tough, now has an extra health. Huge, 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 huge change. The tough was what made this very good, and now it doesn't have it anymore. This is a pretty big nerf. The card is so much worse. I don't even know. It's still okay, but it's way worse. Luff Traveler's giant nerf, -1/-1. It was just too effective at its job. Unfortunate for me is I loved trolling people with this card. I loved discarding everything, but it was too effective. I do agree with so I don't think this is a problem at all. I think it's making the changes and problems to fine change. Targon, haha, I love Targon not being here. Targon being gone was This is why we had such a great meta, was no Targon. But this isn't gonna help it. It's very good in expeditions, that's about it. Priestess, fine, 3 mana 2/2, and this Priestess is also 2/2. This one is actually a pretty decent change. This card is so much better now. Like, this is actually like a low-key pretty big change. This one less so because of the Nightfall, but the Daybreak, huge. Revenant also got changed. This is also a very big change. 6 health is extremely hard to deal with, and this has the It's Always Day for us. Like, that's so big for Daybreak decks. We might see Leona decks come into play a bit more now. The Scourge now has Overwhelm as well. It's another game-ending option besides the Great Beyond, which is really nice for Targon since its early game got nerfed through the Snake a while ago and never really recovers anything with the Fangs. Dragon's Clutch, we get to draw 2 dragons or grant dragons +1/1 and Overwhelm. We now have a better game finisher in dragons with the form of Dragon's Clutch. This is huge change for dragons. I'm pretty excited about it. Gosh, sorry. Ruined Dragon Guard. Base 2/4 to a 3/4, 3 mana 3/4, huge. Dragons are getting huge buff, and Herald of the Dragons is becoming a 1/2, kind of like Bandle City Mare has 2 health. This Herald of the Dragons now has 2 health too. I want to play Mobilized Dragons pretty soon, so you know, maybe I'll play some Mobilized Dragons games and make a video of it. This patch has me excited to play dragons, but I don't know. Like if I can just record for an hour of games or something. Finally, some miscellaneous buffs round things out. Faces of the old ones, no longer dice to my Blighted Ravine. Avalanche, you know, I love playing like 20 plus 8 cost decks. So this is great change for me. I don't think it changes much for other people though. Vanguard Sergeant, 3/3 to a 3/4. This is the classic, you know, your loyal Badger Bear and, you know, the person she tells you not to worry about or whatever. Yeah, this is, this is one of those, and it has the elite tag. It's a pretty okay change. And then Atta, I like this change a lot. I think it's super freaking cool. I just want to make a big darkness and wipe out my opponent's board. It's just a better way to end games now. Unfortunately, it doesn't hit face, but, I think this is a really fun change. I like this one a lot. And yeah, that is patch breakdown. I posted on Twitter my thoughts a bit more, you know, not really a bit more, but I pretty much said that I don't like the Draven changes, and that's my biggest thing is I don't like the Draven changes. I love the Lux and Dragon buffs, and I like the really Soul change as well, obviously. And then I'm unhappy that Bandle City Mare didn't get touched, and Poppy didn't get touched, and Bandle Tree, and like Zig's Poppy aggro, like they did get touched, but it was like slap on the wrist, you know. They had Tenor, Terror, and Stone Stackers kind of nerfed, but I still think they're gonna be a bit too good. So that's the thing where I'm like, I just don't know if this patch is as impactful as I wanted it to be. Like, to me, since we don't have another expansion until November, and I don't know what part of November, if it's early November or late November, I would like to see a patch that does more, that shakes up the meta a bit more, and I feel like we're just going to continue to see the same stuff, you know, lots of, like, Zig's Poppy aggro. We'll see some people experiment with Lux for a bit, realize it's still not very good, and then not play her again. It's just unfortunate. I would love for her to be a bit better, and for control strategies to be a bit better, but they're all pretty bad with Bandle Tree and like Zigzag or Poppy aggro. It makes it pretty hard. The rally nerf is pretty big for control decks, and you know, I just like playing control because control allows me to do more memes than aggro does. That's the only difference of why I'm talking about control the way that I am. But yep, those are the patch notes. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye!